Hey, the first interview of 2020. I'm LT of Bands and Clubs of the Triangle on Facebook and Instagram. And of course, our website, lovelocalmusicwith.us. Today's guest interview, so glad. Finally. We've been talking about this. This is
6 months.
6 months. Yes, exactly. Jeremy Freeman of Maskell Freeman Band is with us tonight. And so glad you could be with us. Appreciate it, partner.
I appreciate it.
And finally, we made it happen. Busy schedules and all, but just trying to look at the calendar and say, let's do it. And yes, the first interview of 2020, a new decade. Gosh.
So excited for 2020 then. It's already busy.
Is it? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Always busy with local music. So much talent in the Triangle. Musicians, bands, and they come in all kinds of formats, right? From solo to duo to trios and full band, and what an experience. Now, Maskell Freeman Band is an experience, 3 dudes, right?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah,
3 guys. Go ahead and, of course, yourself, Jeremy, but who are the other partners in the bands?
So, obviously, Brian Maskell Freeman, and then Jim Ferguson plays like a home. We call him Band. So, it's the Maskell Freeman Band, and that's kind of what we are now, you know? So, we've been going strong 6 years now, so excited about
that. I was going to ask how long the band has been going on. 6 years old for the band. How did the band come together? Is that just long-term friendships with these 2 guys, or have you had some transition?
No, it's just actually called having kids and not having time for the full band thing. So Brian's daughter and my oldest son are 3 days apart. So
wow.
Yeah, so we were kind of like, whenever both of our wives found out, they're pregnant, and we actually had to put both of our full bands. I was in a band called Resonance, and he was in Blue Sky Crying at the time, and we were like, man, this is going to be, we're going to have to dial this back now. So let's just pick up a couple acoustic gigs here and there. I could just play our acoustic guitars, and then 6 years later, here we are, and but probably busier than we ever were with a full-time band, so...
So I think you shared with me earlier, y'all were basically in the hospital giving high fives to each other, right?
I was going in, he was going out. Hey, man, see you.
All right, good luck with it, right? Good luck. And
enjoy it.
One a daughter and one a son, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So, gosh, there's an interesting form of a friendship in a band. You've got to get out to see Maskell Freeman Band. 6 years old. Y'all so musically talented, and you were giving me a couple of examples as we were preparing for this. You recently did a wedding, and you've done some weddings. You obviously do gigs in bars. You were given the story of one of the weddings you did. It may be typical. The bride and groom had given you a set list that you're doing, but you are able, the 3 of you, and again, I don't know so much in the Triangle that is capable of this, but you're able to take requests from the wedding party, and we're able to take those requests and turn it into the request and make it happen right then.
Yeah, and a lot of those times, those requests, whenever you try them out, they're like, okay, that went over really well, and then you end up adding them to your song list. And we don't have set list in Maskell Freeman Band, by the way, either. So you know how most bands have their set list
right.
Night? We play everything, we fly off the cuff. I mean, just all night long, and for 3 solid. We don't even like taking breaks.
Now that is basically defined as, and one of the things that helps you and all of you play by ear.
Well, I mean,
is that the word, play by ear?
Yeah, we play by ear. I mean, if we've heard a song a few times well enough that we feel confident we could try it, then we'll try it. I mean, if we mess it up, at least we're giving the crowd what they want. So that's what it's about.
Right. Well, again, I know some. I think of Sarah McShane. I can think of others too, but have the ability to do that, and they oftentimes are the ones that are playing by ear. Obviously, I think, but be able to do that—that's amazing talent. Now, how do you describe Maskell Freeman Band? I went to the website. Your website is acoustic123.com, right?
That's correct.
You need to go there and learn more about the band, and there's a great 7-minute sample mixing of the band. That was great. And how do you describe, if someone's looking for a description of the band, how do you answer that question?
I would always say our band reminds me of those MTV Unplugged from the 90s. The Black Crowes, the Stone Temple Pilots, Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains. Those songs on acoustic, man, they just always resonated with me, and they've always stuck with me. And so actually the acoustic thing is something I've always preferred to do because I just feel a little bit more passion with acoustic guitars than I do with full electric sets. So I mean we're an acoustic, alternative, and classic rock band, as I guess I would classify us. I mean,
right.
more than anything.
Well, it speaks to your skill set. It speaks to the variety in the set list, or what it comes together for a night's musical experience with Maskell Freeman Band. Acoustic rock, country, blues, alternative. I'm stealing it from the website, but yeah, big description, but speaking to that wide variety and such a musical experience you're gonna have when you hear Jeremy. Maybe a solo, you do it all, right?
Solo, yeah, I do solo stuff too as well.
Solo, duo, it can end up a Maskell Freeman Band, the band experience, the three of them, and it is a real treat to hear them out and about in the Triangle. We were talking about earlier, I don't know so many, you were born in the Triangle, you were born in Raleigh?
Yeah, Old Wake Med. Right up the red.
Old Wake Med.
Wake Med, yeah. I'm one of the rare ones that were actually born and raised here and still here. So, you know, there's a lot of people who moved down from everywhere else.
Yes,
but, I was actually...
Obviously, it's Raleigh, not Cary, because they're all from somewhere else. They're always from somewhere else. But hey, let me see. A big family, or you come from a small family, or what's...
I have 3 other brothers, so I mean, that's a fairly large...
4 boys. Yeah, Mom and Dad had a full household.
Yeah, we did, and we had a lot of pine cone and magnolia pod wars and everything, and got a lot of scars and bruises and everything from my childhood days, you know.
Right. How do you fall in the lineup of 4 boys?
I am the second oldest, I guess you would say.
Okay.
So, you have your bread, you have your turkey, I'm the cheese, and then you have the bread again.
Yeah,
so
yes.
Cheese.
Exactly. What about musical all your life? Did you grow up in a musical family?
Yeah, my mom and my dad used to... be in a band called Sailing Ships, actually from the Raleigh area back in, I would say...
Sailing Ships?
Yeah, Sailing Ships back in the 70s. My mom, my dad, both phenomenal voices. My dad is one of the best flat picking and finger picking guitar players that I know.
Awesome.
Pick up the guitar again, Dad. So I kind of grew up all around music, and then there was just always Fleetwood Mac and Rush and everything like that playing at home and everything. So it was just always music playing around the house.
Right.
I didn't really pick up singing until I was in the 3rd grade.
Third grade. Yeah. Late start. Third grade.
A little late start there in the third grade. Yeah, I used to do the all-county choruses and all-state choruses and everything back in school days.
Now, when was the first band experience or trying a band, I guess, in middle school, high school, or when was
the first band experience actually wasn't until 2008, probably 10 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I was late. I always did the karaoke thing.
Okay.
I want to get up and sing a song. But then I was like, you know what? I'm going to try to sing in a band. And I did, and it was an interesting experience, to say the least, because my voice only had endurance of doing, 3 songs a night, but man, I had to go to 30 songs a night, so I had to learn how to train my voice to be able to hold up that endurance.
Yes. Hey, you're watching part 1 of our guest, Jeremy Freeman of the Maskell Freeman Band. It's his band, his original brainstorm to put it together. And this is part 1 on Bands and Clubs of the Triangle on Facebook and Instagram. But most importantly, you'll find this interview in its 2 parts on our website, lovelocalmusicwith.us. We'll drop it there for a week or 2 and then share it to the other tools that we have, such as Facebook, Instagram. So we'll do that. This has been part 1. Come back in a few minutes. We'll take a small break and we'll do part 2. Enjoying talking to Jeremy Freeman of Maskell Freeman Band. Hey, we'll be back right after this.